Does cannabis at high levels for long periods of time lower your cannabinoid receptors? Short answer, yes, but it's complicated. I'm Lex Pelger. This is my last week doing canna education here on my personal account, so follow CV Sciences at the top of this post for where I'll be doing canna education from here on out. I appreciate this question because I think it's something that plagues all of us who enjoy the herb. And perhaps the best way to explain it is like the Overton window in politics, which is where if you push the conversation in a certain direction, the window of what is okay to talk about gets changed. And it's an old trick you can do. The same thing happens in your brain from whatever drugs you're doing, whether it be cannabinoids or opioids or stimulants. If you're adding them into your system, the brain thinks, okay, this is the normal level, so I'm going to be having less receptors for that so I don't get overstimulated. It's the same reason that tolerance builds to opiates pretty quickly. The thing about cannabinoid receptors is, because they're spread across all of the highest areas of our brain, pretty much everything but the breathing sections down here, it means you have tolerance develop in different places at different timelines. And so when you hear old stoners say they drive just as well high when they're not, it generally seems to be true. There's actually some data to back that up as well. But for youngsters who have never smoked before, I would guess that a paranoid first-time joint makes them worse drivers than even a couple shots of whiskey, though I wouldn't want to be with either of them on the road. But the idea is tolerance develops to those motor control things that happen. And that also happens for the psychoactive effects as well. Especially once you start to get into dabbing, you start to really depress the CB1 receptors that you have, and you need more to get more of the same effect. And so I've had a number of people comment about tolerance breaks. And yes, I have heard that tolerance breaks are a really important thing to do. But I shouldn't be preaching them because I've been meaning to get around to one for the last 20 years or so, and I'm just about to get there. Just have to get through this stressful time right now. But the idea that in a couple of weeks you are getting pretty close to your equilibrium with your cannabinoid receptors, that's a good thing. And you get back to who you are without it, and then you can come back to your cannabis experience of that same level of creativity and fun that you might have gotten in the beginning that you might not be getting so much right now.